Hello, my name is Lucy, and I want to tell you a story about my friend Emma and how she struggled to understand English. Emma lived in the USA, but English was not her first language. She was smart, kind, and full of dreams, but there was one big problem in her life: she couldn't speak or understand English well. One day, Emma and I sat in the park. She looked at me with tears in her eyes. "Lucy, I don't understand why I can't learn English," she said, her voice trembling. I held her hand and smiled softly. "Emma, learning English is not easy, but you can do it. I'll help you." Emma sighed, wiping her tears. "I feel so stupid when I try to talk to people. They speak too fast and I can't follow. I want to make friends, get a better job, but this language barrier is stopping me." I could feel her pain, and my heart ached for her. I knew how much she wanted to succeed. I thought for a moment, then said, "Emma, learning a new language is like climbing a mountain. At first, it looks so tall and scary, but step by step, you'll get to the top. Start small. Don't try to know everything at once." She nodded, but still looked unsure. "But where do I start? I try to watch TV, but I don't understand anything." "That's okay," I told her. "Don't worry about understanding everything. Focus on one word at a time. Watch kids' shows, listen to simple songs, and most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes." Emma looked at me with hope in her eyes. "Really? Do you think that will help?" "Yes," I smiled. "Also, talk to yourself in English. When you wake up, say good morning to yourself. When you're making coffee, describe what you're doing. Like I'm pouring milk into my cup. It sounds silly, but it really works." She laughed a little, and I was glad to see her smile. "I'll try that," she said softly. As the days passed, Emma started using English more. She talked to herself, watched cartoons, and even started reading simple books. But one day, she called me, crying again. "I tried to speak to someone in English today, and they didn't understand me," she sobbed. "I felt so embarrassed. I don't think I can do this." I rushed to her side and hugged her. "Emma, it's okay to feel like this. Everyone makes mistakes when learning something new. You're not alone. Do you remember how hard it was when you learned to ride a bike? You fell a lot, but you didn't give up." She wiped her tears again. "I remember," she whispered. I looked her in the eyes and said, "That's how English is. You're going to fall sometimes. People may not understand you at first, but the more you practice, the better you'll get." Emma nodded. "But what if I never get good at it?" "You will," I assured her. "Think of English as a key. Right now it feels like the key doesn't fit, but one day it will unlock so many doors for you: new friends, a better job, and even more confidence." She smiled through her tears. I want that. You will have it. Just keep going, step by step. Over the next few months, Emma improved. Every time she faced a challenge, I reminded her that it was just part of the process. I gave her some more tips, too. Emma, when you listen to people speak, don't focus on every word. Just try to understand the main idea. And remember, it's okay to ask someone to slow down or repeat themselves. She thanked me, and I could see the determination in her eyes. Emma started speaking to people more, even when she was nervous. And one day, something amazing happened. Emma called me, her voice full of excitement. Lucy, guess what? I had a full conversation in English today. I understood everything, and they understood me. I smiled so big that my face hurt. I knew you could do it, Emma. I'm so proud of you. I feel so good, Lucy, she said. I finally feel like I'm climbing that mountain. You are, I told her, and you're doing an amazing job. Emma still had moments where she felt insecure, but each time I reminded her of how far she'd come. Remember, learning is a journey, not a race, I would say. And you're already on your way. Over time, English became easier for her. She started reading more complex books, watching movies without subtitles, and even made new friends who spoke English. Every time she used her English skills, her confidence grew. I also shared another tip with her. Emma, try to think in English. I know it's hard, but if you stop translating everything in your head, it will come more naturally. Start with simple thoughts. Like when you see a dog, instead of thinking in your language, just say dog in your mind. She practiced that, and soon she told me that it was helping her a lot. I feel like I'm really starting to think in English now, she said one day, her voice full of pride. See? You're getting better every day. Emma's journey wasn't without its ups and downs, but every time she felt discouraged, I reminded her of one simple truth you're learning, and that's all that matters. Mistakes are part of learning. We would laugh together, cry together, and celebrate every little victory along the way. Emma's story taught me something too. It taught me that patience and persistence can conquer any challenge. One night, as we sat by the fire, Emma looked at me and said, Lucy, I couldn't have done this without you. Your tips, your encouragement, everything helped. I smiled, but shook my head. Emma, you did this. I just gave you a few tips, but you're the one who worked so hard. You're the one who never gave up. She hugged me tightly, and I could feel the emotion in that hug. Thank you, she whispered. And in that moment, I realized something important. Learning a language is more than just memorizing words. It's about heart. It's about facing fears, pushing through doubts, and believing in yourself, even when it's hard. Now, Emma is confident in her English skills, and she's even helping others learn. I tell them all the tips you gave me, she said with a laugh one day. And I remind them that they can do it, just like you reminded me. Her words touched me deeply. And as I looked at my friend, I knew that she had truly unlocked the door to a new world, one where her dreams were now within reach. So, if you ever feel like you can't understand English, remember Emma's story. Remember that it's okay to struggle, to make mistakes, and to feel lost sometimes. Because with each step, you're getting closer to where you want to be. And one day, just like Emma, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. You'll smile and say, I did it.